can actually do it like this. Is this good or the other way?
Nah, this is good too.
All right,
At least I can see the comments.
all right, all right. Shalom.
So war.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yeah.
Yahweh, Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shah,
Shem,
Bahashem,
Kodak.
Takwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. All right, all right. I got the brother Haran here, and we were meditating, earlier today on a particular topic. Okay, dealing with the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. Okay, and so Lord willing, let me just make sure this is good here.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Lord willing.
Can you can you do something to my thing? Take me out the thing and bring me back in.
Okay, all right.
Nah, it's not. It's still not working.
Well,
I
what's
have.
wrong?
I accidentally click on the chat button and oh, there you go. All right, it's good.
No.
All
So
right,
yeah,
do
just going into that, dealing with Isaiah 4:1. Okay, and going into a few verses on that. All right, and so Lord wanted to bring that out. All right, going into the dynamic. All right, between right now. Okay, and in that day, as it actually says in the precept. Okay, because there's going to be a complete shift. See, the world is going to change completely, but it's going to change also um, the minds of the people. Okay, the minds of the people are also going to change. All right, in that time. You hear that? Is it me?
It's like a static.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. Um, their minds are also going to change. Okay, and that's because hold on, I'm gonna put you on mute real quick, and let me see if that stops it. All right. Okay. So, all right, seems we're good. Whenever you want to talk, just unmute yourself, or just let me know. So, that's gonna change the minds of these people because see, right, right now, the way it's written, you're not going to be walking down the street and then a whole slew of 10, 20 women just run down on you. Oh, please let us be called by your name, because a key part in Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, all right, 7 women shall take hold of one man, all right, basically asking to be a part of his household, all right, to be married to him, that what he can take away their reproach. Right now, yeah, things are happening, evils are growing, but they don't have that reproach that they're gonna have in that day. All right, in that time, okay, of all hell breaking loose. In that time when as we're gonna go through these various precepts, all right, everything is gonna be basically turned, all right, against people, but even worse for women, because as the scriptures say, they are the weaker vessel. So when that happens, that's the reproach they're gonna be going through. Okay, as we're gonna link it with Micah 7 and 10. All right, and that's what they're gonna be wanting to get away from. Okay, and they're literally going to be fighting. Okay, for their survival, because they're gonna understand that, yo, out here in this world, especially the way it is now, look, women are a prey even in today's society, as it is now. So how much more for then when people are actually able to just take women? They're gonna need to actually fight for their survival, and they're gonna understand that the only way to do that is via a man of the Lord, because men are gonna be scarce because they're gonna be dying. So you may have a man or be with somebody that is a quote unquote man, but if they're not a man of the Lord might put them to death. Now you have no defense, and all the other dudes out here are just, as it says in Isaiah 13, they're gonna be coming. you know so you got to understand that everything that happens, yes, if it's going to be bad for men, think of it as twice as bad for women, because that's just how the Lord naturally created the female body and the male body. Now today you got a lot of feminists, whatever a man can do, we can do this, that, and the third. That's going out the window. It's go the Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to make sure that that spirit, that mindset, and that attitude goes straight out the window, man. Okay, that attitude is only there because they know that they're protected if worse comes to worse by the law or the government or whatever the case may be. In that day when they don't care what about your gender and you want to get treated like a man, and you're gonna be knocking your teeth out, pulling your hair, and all of that, then you're gonna realize if you really want to be, if whatever a man could do, you could do. You're gonna see how that really goes. So we could get a few precepts. Start off with the book of Isaiah. You're able to unmute yourself, right? You know you got the button.
Yeah,
Okay.
God.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hey, like the brother was saying, and Salakia, I'm battling these allergies right now, so my voice sounds a little bit, weird, but I'm a little stuffy, so just bear with us. But like the brother was saying, there's going to be a huge a shift. Okay, is happening now, as you can see. You got guys like brothers always use this example, guys who go into the MGTOW. All right, the men who it says men going their own way, right? And it's becoming a thing where a lot of men are starting to realize the nature of the female. Okay, and they're coming out with guidelines and so on and so forth. All right, to teach men how to overcome these trickeries that these women like to put men through, especially the Israelite man. Okay, and it's become a very popular thing among the so-called black and brown community. Okay, or really among young men. All right, in this society, they're starting to take back their control, if you will. They're starting to take back their power from the women. All right, and that's all going to prophecy. Okay, and it's coming a time where, yes, you have the ideologies of men going their own way, women having to succumb to the man's power and so on and so forth. But it's coming a time where you wouldn't have to make videos to show the differences between a man and a woman, and why a woman should be submissive to a man. All right, very soon it's going to happen naturally. Okay, just like how before the women's liberation movement, women understood their roles. All right, and you still have women till today who have the natural abilities of being a woman. All right, meaning what? You being a lady, being the head of the household as a woman. Okay, when your husband is not home, you're the one who's home taking care of the house. You're taking care of the children. All right, you putting food on the plate. Okay, you're cleaning the house. You're making sure that everything is in order in the spirit of Pavi Bashim Yahushai. All right, but a lot of women don't have that because America has really, the world has gone through something known as transmutation. All right, you've mutated from your natural order into this fake, man-made, nonsensical order that brings confusion, it brings pain, suffering, and a whole bunch of separations, man.
Mhm.
Now you got the children growing up without a proper balance in the house. Now you wonder why people are so destroyed, because it starts with one thing: order.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
but you got it.
Yeah, we could start with the book of Isaiah 4 and 1.
Done. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take
Right.
away our reproach."
Gone. So now, first thing, Rakata, the first thing it starts off with is in that day. All right. In that day, 7 women are going to take hold of one man. Okay. And they're going to be basically pleading, their case. Yo, look, well, you don't even need to, provide food or apparel or any of that. We'll take care of ourselves in that sense, but only let us be called by thy name. Now, what happens when a woman gets called by a man's name? All right, when a man marries a woman, what? She takes on his last name, right? So them wanting to be called by your name means they want to be a part of your household. All right, they want to basically be your woman. Why is that? Okay, when it says they're going to take hold of one man, it's not referring on to an average individual. It's referring on to a man of the Lord, because there's going to be something about men of the Lord that these women are going to see, and they're going to instantly run. They're going to instantly, because when it says take hold, or let me see if there's a right. Let's see what it says here. It says chazak, all right, and it says here to press, be urgent, be firm, to be caught fast, be secure. So they're not coming waving at you. Hey, how you doing? You looking good? No, no, no. Take hold. They're gonna. You ever seen a man and a woman is out and some out of nowhere just hits, what do? They grab onto their man. They'll grab your arm. You know what I'm saying? They'll take hold of you. Okay, and that's a sign of that fear. They're grabbing you for protection. You know, so as it says here, they're gonna be grabbing. It says to hold strongly with. Okay, to put forth strength, to use one's strength. So in that day, these women are going to be using all their strength to hang on and latch on to a man of the Lord. You was going to say something?
God, I was gonna say that the reason why that's gonna be happening is because they're doing that for protection. Protection from what? From the coming calamities that's coming. Okay, and they're gonna realize that. Go pertain to Isaiah 59:19. The Lord said, "What? He's gonna lift up a standard. Okay, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, He's gonna lift up a standard against them." All right. So understanding that standard, we're talking about spiritual power. We're talking about an ability to counteract, all right, whatever force that's coming towards the men of the Lord.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's going to be our protection. So these women are going to see it. The whole world is going to see it. Okay, they're going to understand, just like the scripture says. Some of us are going to mount up with wings like eagles,
Mhm.
as eagles. Okay, we're going to be, we're going our feet is going to be swift. All right, meaning we're going to be moving like with superpower, super speed, and so on and so forth. They show you that in the Marvel comics, but it's real. So these women are gonna see that and understand that that is power, man. And what's that gonna do? They're gonna be like, "Yo, there's no cops. You're not gonna call the cops on the cops, all right? 911 needs 911. Okay, these UN troops they need some type of humanitarian aid, all right? Because everybody get their ass beat through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, man.
Mhm.
So if these women see that, they ain't going to Esau for help. They ain't going to their uncle for help. They're not going to Tyrone and shit. No, they're looking for a man of the Lord. Because guess what? We have all the understanding. We understand what's going on. You know, my servant shall eat, ye shall hunger.
Mhm.
What's it talking about? You know, you see a whole bunch of calamities happening, but then you know that this man right here, there's protection if I'm with him. You think women gonna be bucking up? You think women gonna be worried about? Oh, you got another girl? I don't want to be here. No, no. It's gonna be like, it's like she gonna pretend to be blind and pretend to be deaf when it comes to other females, man.
Mhm.
You know, if you say, oh, y'all got like 7 other women coming in, it's like she didn't even hear that. She's like, oh my king, do you need food? Let me cook. She gonna make the best food ever made just to compete with the other sisters, man. It's human nature, but they gonna see that power, man.
Mhm.
Psalms 110:3, thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. So it's
Right.
both men and women, man. They all gonna be willing.
Mhm.
Okay? Meaning willing to comply, willing to understand that this is the truth. Whether I want to deal with it or not. These men are the men of the Lord. And if I'm with them, I'm protected.
Mhm.
You know? But you got
Done. Done. Hey, that's right, man. That's right, and that's why it's titled "A Woman's Fight for Survival," because yo, there's going to be a lot of people dying, but there's more women on the earth than there are men. All right. And the men are going to be very few, but the women are also going to be dying in masses as well. Okay. So when that time comes, imagine that when you have less of something, it's wanted more. But when there's less of something, your chances of getting it are reduced drastically. Right. So now, because for example, the lottery, there's only one winning ticket. So the more people play the lottery, right, the less your chances are. Okay, they tell you your chances are like 1 in a million, and that's what it's gonna be like because in that time, as we're reading, a lot of people are gonna be dying. Death is not a hey. They show you that in the movie Bushwick. In the movie Bushwick, the chick is in the beginning. All right, if you haven't seen it, you should definitely take a look at it. In the beginning, she's walking with her man in the subway. They realize, yo, it's unusually empty, and then they hear some explosion happening above surface, shooting and all of that. The man runs up the stairs to go to go take a look at it, and he gets his whole face blown off, and so he comes rolling down the stairs, and the shorty is in shock. She spends maybe 2 to 5 seconds mourning him, and then she's out. Now initially she's out looking for help, but that shit changed. Now, within that same time, I say maybe Less than 10 minutes after that event happened, she ran into the one of the other main characters. All right, from WWE, but Batista and whatnot. That's one of the main characters who helped her out because she was about to get raped. She forgot about her old man in a matter of minutes, and instantly he said you could when you watch the movie, he didn't tell her to come along. He was basically about to do his own thing. He's listening to the radio, and he knew what was going on, and she knew he knew. So when she knew he knew, she knew she had to go with him. So she's like, "Where are you going? I have to go here." He's like, "All right, you go where you gotta go." Well, you telling me for what? You know? and she what? She just kept running after him like a like yo, he's the only dudes just try to rape me. I don't know where to go. You know?
Right. And that's women have that thing called hypergamy. There's something called hypergamy where she could be with a guy. There's a reason why this nigga, what's his name? Billy Gates of Hell, and what's the other guy's name? Jeff Bezos. They both divorced. Goes to show you that no matter how rich you think you are, all right, how powerful you think you are, you still can't please a woman, man. The Western woman is not one you could please. Okay, so that's why we don't be stressed over it. But going back to the point of hypergamy, women are just naturally built that way. Okay, to go for the most alpha male. All right, if you have, she could be with Bill Gates. If she realizes that Bill Gates is weak, she's moving on to Tyrone in the hood, and she gonna take half the billions or whatever money she get from Bill Gates to go chill with Tyrone because she knows at the end of the day, if shit goes down, Tyrone could fight and save my life.
Right.
Tyrone could protect and provide for me. Bill Gates is gonna get beat up. He's gonna get raped. He's a little bitch. I beat him up at home anyway. That's what she's saying. I'm the man of this. I'm the man of the relationship. I wear the pants any damn way, and I might take damn near all his money. You see, and I'm a own all the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. It's coming to me. Shit, because this society caters to women. So even Bill Gates, the Edomite, he's still going to suffer those curses, man. But hey, going back to the point, so women are naturally going to be doing that. So in the time of, even now, when you don't got all hell breaking loose, a female will dub your shit right now just to move on to the next guy who she feels has more power over you. All right. So imagine when the Most High has his men, going back to Psalms 82 and 6. All right, ye are gods. So when we get that power, we're gonna be like gods, man. We're gonna be powers, superpowers, spiritual power, man. Right now we're mini gods, on the intellectual level, all right, because we have the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, so we've been granted with the knowledge of all things, which is the scriptures, the understanding of the scriptures. That's why we can understand why women do what they do, okay, and how to deal with women, okay, understanding that it's not the be all end all. We don't sit here and bemoan a female for acting the way a female is supposed to act. We don't get crazy over that. That's why we're telling you. The scriptures say Isaiah 4:1. We read these precepts, Isaiah 13 and 12. The Most High is going to make a man more precious than fine gold. You see, what is going to make a man precious, man?
Right.
What is going to make a man precious? There's so many different attributes, but in this time, what is going to make a man precious, man? Like the brother said, when there's scarcity, whatever it is there is that is scarce becomes valuable. So when you have a scarcity of men, and then you also have a scarcity of spiritual, powerful men, they become very valuable. You see, that's why the apostles, Apostle Gabar especially, always talks about it. He says, "What the highest value male is an Israelite man of the house of David, man."
That's right.
Okay, we are the most valuable men. Because we're brothers of Yahushua, we're joint heirs with Yahushua. Yo, you're gonna be God kings, man. What else is there to go for? But I'm gonna pass it to you, brother Salakia.
Wait, no, you good. So I'm gonna read this real quick and I'm gonna link it. So this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. So it says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." And that's why I said in that day, because that's when the Lord is going to make the events or the circumstances sufficient or perfect or ideal for their minds to come like that, to become like that. And this isn't necessarily dealing with, sisters that already, know what's up. This is dealing with those that are going to get that wake up call in that day. Okay. So now it mentioned taking away our reproach.
Yeah, real quick too. Just wanted to add on to it too in regards to the power. Understand that the Most High we're at the point where the Most High put the spirit on Esau to open up those demonic portals. Okay, they got the CERN and all this different shit. Why you think? Hey, that's a video right there. Apostle Tahar talked about. He said the media is nothing but a demon.
Mm.
Okay, so they use the media, and Lord willing, I'm gonna do a little lesson on that. All right, going into the prince of the power of the air. Okay, so Esau Edom is doing things on the left hand side, and he's getting a lot of people into that enchantment, into that witchcraft. So when you meet a man in the Lord, he's able to break you out of that witchcraft, out of that trance. And a lot of people gonna be looking for that. You're gonna see brothers, you're gonna see demons are activated because the Most High is gonna plague the whole world with demons soon. That's how you're gonna be in that case. People killing each other, cannibalism. Those are all demons. Okay, because people wouldn't normally do that if they were in their right mind. So the Most High is going to start taking over people's spirits, all right, on the left hand side, and it's going to be savagery out here. And the only men who are going to have control and power over those demons, like Yahushua told us 2,000 years ago, even though we don't rejoice in that, but at the end of the day, we know we have that power. These people are going to see it too.
Yep.
You see? And when a woman sees you casting out demons and, you got this rough, crazy, oh, yo, what's up, nigga? And then boom, hey, yo, my man, calm down, bro. Or you just tell yo, hey, relax. Or you just look at him and he stops. They're going to see that. And they're going to be like, oh, shit, what the fuck? She bugging out. Oh my goodness! They said I need to take the thing, the whatever, the jab, and if not, I'm gonna lose my job. And you tell you calm down. Tomorrow, something good gonna happen for you. And then it comes to pass. Tomorrow, something good. Now she's looking at you. Like, my goodness, this guy, you're so comforting. You're this. You give me this. You give me that. When I only feel like I'm alive when I'm with you, because if I depart from you, I'm dead. It's over. The man becomes so much more valuable, man. But
Yeah.
we're looking at the things that we're about to read some prophecies of how bad things are going to be for you women too. And that's why the Lord is saying what he's saying through his prophets, man. But go ahead, you were saying something.
No, I'm saying, and understanding too that when all hell breaks loose and, on the left and the right, balancing the both, the Lord raises up his elect, all right, but, he's putting the destruction on the earth. People are going to know that this is a divine power doing this on the earth. All right. And once they reverence the Most High, once they reverence Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, they're going to reverence the men, all right, of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. So they're going to say, well, if your God is doing that, he's your God, you cool. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to get under you. Right. But now dealing in Isaiah 4:1, it mentioned to take away our reproach. And when you look up the word reproach, all right, it says charapa. It says reproach, scorn, taunt, reproach, resting upon condition of shame / disgrace. Okay, now when you hear that shame, she's gonna be in shame. All right, what does that make you think of?
Now I'll say Micah 7:10.
Micah 7:10. That's right. Let's go to that. Right, this is the book of Micah, chapter 7. All right, verse 10. And it says, now remember, pay attention to the pronoun, and then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her. Shame shall cover, meaning to take hold. It's going to be upon her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So this and much worse is gonna be happening to a lot of these people in that day, namely these women. And when they see this, that shame is gonna come upon them, not only of the realization that we were correct, but of going through it. And when that comes upon them, they're gonna want to take that away. They're gonna want to escape from that shame and that reproach and that hell by cleaving onto a man of the Lord.
Beautiful. Yep. Hey, and that's that's because even to today you have women who, these young women especially, they got something called, they call it shame. All right, and that's their term for, they have that Saturday night, get drunk, engage in all types of filthy, abominable things, and then Sunday morning wake up and you don't know what happened last night. The only thing you remember is your Snapchat, and you see videos like, what, this happened, and you feel like shit. You don't know what the hell you're doing, and then y'all all hung over, and y'all just laying in bed, just marinating in bed, not doing shit with your lives. That's shame. So even till today, and then you wake, you FaceTime her, and she looks like her face is all beat up, her hair's all over the place, she looking all raggedy. You like, what the fuck? Like, yo, go wash your face or something. You know, that's how you women gonna be looking like. All right, you women don't suffer guilt, they suffer shame. Why is that? Because when you feel guilty, that means you feel bad for what you've done to that person. All right, women don't suffer that, they suffer shame because they feel bad for how they're looking in the situation. You see, so when shame, scripture says shame shall cover thee, you're gonna be embarrassed. The Lord is gonna make sure that He embarrasses you, women. You know, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be looking bad. All right. In this society, everything that women, the look of a woman is upheld. That's their glory. The makeup and the fake hair, eyelashes, and you know, flaunting with fake ass Gucci bags and shit. You think you're rich? You ain't got shit. You know. I see you the next day. Your ass is working at McDonald's, or you work you working in H&M, folding fucking panties and shit. Like you're not even on that type of level. You see. But on social media, hey, social media, that's where it's at. You're posting pictures, being all wicked and shit, all for attention. The Lord is going to take all that away from you, and you have nothing. You see? Now you're going to have to fend for your lives. You see? Now you think about that. Being taken from that high level to such a low level within a few weeks, like you've never been through some shit like this before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a shock to your nervous system, to your, like, you don't know what the hell is going on. And a lot of women going off themselves, man. You
Mm-hmm.
know, a lot of them go because you can't handle the stress. You're not gonna feel safe. It's not gonna be safe to be a woman very soon, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's scripture say, Matthew 24. You know, for iniquity shall abound, the love of
Yeah.
many shall wax cold. Right. So you gonna have anarchy in these streets. You got the next door neighbor. He been looking at you for years. This is his time, like they show you in the movie The Purge, right?
Yep. Diego's
Diego.
nice.
That's it. You're gonna have a lot of Diegos out here, and they're gonna have numerous nights. You see, they're not just Diegos. No, no, no. Numerous nights. You're gonna be hearing it. You're gonna be seeing videos of it at home because you still have internet. People gonna be posting all these horrific videos. You're gonna be like, damn, people get fucked up. You're gonna see these troops engaging in these activities, cops, because it's lawlessness, iniquity. You can get away with it. Hey, they low key signing all these little legislations talking about, oh, don't call the cops unless it's a big deal. They're gonna use what they call community patrol, some shit like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and they're gonna be handling the crimes and shit. But if it ain't no big deal, don't be calling the cops. What is that? They putting you in that spirit that very soon, if you're a woman and you're not a woman of a man of the Lord, you're in trouble, man. You're in big trouble. Okay, and that's the warning that we're giving you. If you don't get right, listen, we're not in that type of time where we gotta deal with you. We don't have to deal with you. If the Most High don't have mercy on you, you gonna be you. There'll be nowhere you be found.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but like the scripture is saying, man, it's gonna be a time of pain for you women, especially because you've been upheld in this society. So the Most High got to bring you back down to where you're supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
Then how should I say that when you go into a room, sit in the lowest seat, you females are down here, but you put yourself up here. You see, now if you down here, you're gonna get protection. The Lord is gonna raise you up alongside with your man.
Mm-hmm.
But if you up here, the Most High is bringing your ass down. Isaiah 13:9. But you got more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got a precept here.
Hmm.
Going into the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 2. All right. And it says, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And that's exactly what you're going to need in that time. Notice it mentioned a man shall be like that. All right, because you're gonna you're gonna go from having everything easily accessible to you till now realizing that you now have to fight for everything. You now have to beg for everything. You now have to go from people liking, like you were saying, liking your pictures and sending you money and all this OnlyFans and all of that, to where now you are begging people, either for something or for them to leave you alone or whatever the case may be. Okay. And it's not going to be pretty. All right. It's going to be bad. And in a lot of cases, there's going to be nobody to help you. Oftentimes, you'll see in a movie, she gets dragged into an alleyway, and then somebody just magically happens to be around to deliver her. In real life, it ain't going that way. If you're not covered, because you do have certain women out there that don't have men that are, that the Lord will have mercy on, in the sense of you have certain sisters out there that don't have men, and you have certain that do, and you have certain women that don't know that their men are men of the Lord, But if they do right by them, when they find out that their men are men of the Lord, it's gonna work out good for them. Okay, as well as those that don't have men at the moment, the Lord will provide for you and protect you. But if you out there doing some stupid whole shit, you gonna end up in the story where you crying for help. No help comes. No help comes, and it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop because you're gonna have gangs out here, and they're gonna be taking turns. And guess what? Some of them they might just grab you up and keep you along. You know, whenever they feel like it, yo, bring her out. You a sex slave. Imagine that. You going, they're not gonna feed you. Because guess what? If you die, they could either eat you or they could just go find another woman somewhere. And remember, there's a lot of women out there, right? So what guarantees your spot? What guarantees your safety? Lest Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has mercy on you. Well, you're just another woman out of 10, 1,000. Now, to the average individual out there who's not thinking spiritually, right? They going majority of people out there gonna go based off of looks, right? If the Lord doesn't have mercy on you, because to be with an elect man, the Lord is gonna put the spirit on that man to say, you know what, come with me, or you good. But if you going with you trying to find Tyrone down the block, guess what? He's gonna be like, look, I only got space for, man, I'm taking her. She got ass fat. Come here, I'll protect you. And then what happens to you? You like, damn, because he don't need to take you. He could say, nah, I don't want you, you ugly. Leave. I want her. Yo, I'll protect you. Come. And now what? I finally found a man, but he's an asshole and he just did that to me. You gonna understand the hard way, man.
Yep, Con. Hey, and like you said, it's about to get hard very soon. Don't be surprised when you start hearing things about women going missing. A lot of women gonna start going missing because Esau knows where to find you. All this
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. You put your location on. You always at a certain party. You put yourself out there. You putting yourself out there. Esau knows where to find you. Now these elites, before they set this whole place to go all out chaotic with the super soldiers and the super technical freaking DARPA dogs and the Pentagon this and the super soldier and all this shit. Hey, Jacob's trouble. Before that shit hits, that's gonna be like the purge and the mocking was no Hunger Games and all this different shit that's gonna be happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think Esau's gonna be at? These top elites that they really set this whole system up before they let it all out. They're gonna be in their bunkers, man, chilling. Well, a bunker that's like what, 5 million, $10 million bunkers and shit. They're gonna be down there underground chilling. Now, they need slaves. How you think who's gonna be working there with them? They need sex slaves and all this human trafficking and all that. Esau is the devil. This is something that they do on the earth for you to see. How much more was over there, whatever they are doing in them rocks down there, man?
Sacrifices.
Sacrifices. So they're gonna need a lot of bodies. They thinking that they about to get their new world order, so they gonna be putting a lot more sacrifices to Satan. So a lot of people gonna be start going missing very soon, man. Nowhere to be found. So now it's gonna be a pandemic of people going missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all part of Jacob's trouble. You women gonna be scared to go out. You get grabbed up in broad daylight, nobody could save you. Oh, you screaming, oh my God, help! Can you please call? And then they're like, yo, bro, nigga got a gun to me. I'm not gonna help you. You out of here. I don't even know you.
Mm-hmm.
You see, a dude might be walking with his girl. They come snatch her up and then grab his neck, twist his shit up. Dude, he's done. They take the girl, you know, and you
Done.
seen this shit. What you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
You see?
You can't physically fight them. You got to understand, like physically, you're outmatched because physically, the Lord created a man physically stronger than a woman. So even if it was a one-on-one tuggle or a one-on-one tussle, he would win. He could force his way on. He could force himself on you. And you got to look, man, when we say these things, you actually have to be realistic. You have to put yourself in these shoes, man. Yo, when you in that situation, one-on-one, face to face, all right, the dude could be even younger than you, all right, but he's still gonna be stronger than you. And he grabs you and he has his way with you, and you physically can't even do anything. You could scream till your voice goes out, all right, because in today's time, you scream, people come out. Yo, what's going on? Yo, get off her. Ain't nobody. It says it's gonna be like 10 people left in the city, to the point where you're gonna desire to hear the voice of somebody else. And you going in the city and it's quiet, and all of a sudden you see 1, 2, 3, like 5 guys come out of hiding. You can't outrun them, you know. You can't outfight them. You can't outrun them, and they coming for you. What do you? Hey, there was a sister that had a dream, and she basically gave a testimony on it. How basically I think they ended up in a barn somewhere, and like some dudes were trying to like rape her, and she said a man, a brother teleported over there and just whooped all their ass and delivered her. That was because it was the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. In that situation, please tell me what other way could somebody have delivered her? You know? Oh, wait, I think that's her. I think that's oh, okay, yeah, I think that's her. Princess Ha'amayan Hannah 777. Right there, she said, Salakia, like the vision the Lord gave me with three troops trying to rape me was no joke. It felt too real. Yeah. I believe that was her. Yeah, hey, Shalom. You know, so it's showing you that in that time, it's going to be intense, man. And a lot of women are going to be experiencing the realization of, oh, shit, I'm truly powerless in this situation. And number 2, now I want to beg for help. Number 3, but who's gonna help me in that situation? That's why it says in Micah 7 and 10, then she's gonna see it and shame is gonna cover her, who said to me, where is the Lord thy God? You know, you always talking that, that stuff, man. Nobody trying to hear that. Remember that chick you try to tell, she's like, yo, do not tell me, I don't care. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. I remember that. And where she at now? Hey, she told me, she's like, I know what you're saying is true. I believe what you're saying is true, but I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Why? Because it bothers me. It's too scary. I don't want to deal with that. But guess what? Everything we're saying, everything you were warned about, is actually happening now since March of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And we were telling you this back in 2018, telling you, yo, it could happen in 2018, it could happen in 2019, it could happen in 2020, and boom, it happened.
Yep.
So everything we're saying that's going to happen soon, it's going to happen soon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, at the end of the day, it's between Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and who he's going to deliver, man. It's not up to us, But you best believe that a lot of these women that are high-minded, they're very disrespectful, and they have nothing going on in their heads. They're completely gone. Scriptures say, how long will you simple ones be simple, basically, right?
Yeah.
Simple meaning what? Naive, man. Proverbs 1 and 20, I believe, or 22.
Mm-hmm.
You're being so naive because you don't know what's going on. We tell you everything that's happening, you call it conspiracy theory. Oh my God, just trust the science. You trust the science people? You trust the science people, man? When the time comes, the science is going to have to, I don't even know how to put it, man.
Hey, wait, there was a female pastor that trusted the science. She trusted it. And now we trust, we know what happened to her, so she ended up somewhere with that. Yeah. That's what happens when you trust. She tried to trust the signs. She tried to believe in God, but trust the science. How do you do that? Which
which
one do
makes
you trust?
sense. It makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. They say science. Now, science. The word science means what? To know, knowledge, right? Now, you telling us that we don't know what could possibly happen if you take this thing, but yet trust the science. Well, you trusting something that physics is of no value.
Right.
That science so falsely called.
Mm-hmm.
First Timothy 6:20. It tells you that. You know,
Gone.
but
Gone.
hey, but it goes again, going back to witchcraft, man. They've made you believe that it's all good and dandy.
Mm-hmm.
You get all these benefits. You've been getting benefits. Okay, a female can get into an argument with a man. Initiate the whole altercation. Okay, and probably frame the man, and the cops will come in and then they'll arrest the man. You see, that's injustice, man. You think the Most High is just going to allow that to just happen? Like he said, he's going to suffer the wicked to keep on fulfilling their wickedness. He's not going to suffer that anymore, man. I mean, he's not going to permit it to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be a lot of judgment, and there'll be no mercy for a lot of you women too.
Gone.
You
Gone.
don't really have that much favor in the eyes of the Lord as a woman. You really don't. Okay, it's very few women that have favor in the eyes of the Lord, but most of the time, the Most High is not dealing with the woman; He's dealing with the man, and then the man is dealing with his woman. You see, so we have leeways that you women don't get like that, man. That's why it's 144,000 men and not a single woman is in there. You see, you
Mm-hmm.
could have said, oh well, men and women are equal, not in the eyes of the Lord, because you're gonna have 144,000 kings. You ain't gonna have no queens. Where the 144,000 queens at?
Mm-hmm.
Where the
Hey, and I
144? Huh?
Salak, I was gonna say I had to say this, man, that when you go into it, you say, because this world tries to make it a competition, right? A gender competition. You have a man, you have a woman. We are not equal because we have different roles to play. Therefore, we were created differently to play our different roles. A woman, trust me, man, when you really look at the benefits of being a woman with a man of the Lord, you're set. You don't need to go out on the highways and byways and teach. That's not, yeah, we do it because we have to and we're passionate about it, but it's not the most fun thing to do in the world, especially when you're battling the elements or battling infirmities and so on and so forth. Trust me. All right. It may look like, damn, I want to get into it until you actually do it. You realize you have to do this. You can't say, I'm gonna take a week off. You got to do this, right? But if you're a woman, you don't have to do that, right? You do other things to support, the men, but the main things you don't have to do, but you still gonna get benefits from what the man is doing. When you get to the kingdom, all right, you number one, say the Lord sends a man of the Lord to deliver you in the times of all hell breaking loose. That's your protection. You don't gotta work for food. You don't have to work for protection. You don't have to, fight. Okay, you're gonna be protected, okay, by a man of the Lord. You're gonna be protected, by a man of the Lord. You're gonna be provided for by a man of the Lord. If some danger comes, you don't need to take a punch in the face for your man. He does that for you. So do you see today's society? They try to make it look like you're weak for that. No. All right. A man will protect you. He will provide for you so you don't have to do it, because the way you were created, it's not going to be the easiest thing for you to do. And then from there, the Lord, you'll get divine protection because of that man. Then you get delivered into the kingdom, and then you get status because of that man. Because guess what? In the kingdom, there's going to be rank. There's going to be money. Guess what? You're going to need money to buy things just like you do in this society. And imagine your man is a part of the elect. Your man is part of the governing body. Okay, a God recognized by the Most High, and you could say that that's my man. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that you want that you're not gonna get? You got to think like that, man. Instead of, I want that to be me, be grateful that you have a man like that, or a man like that, or Lord willing, you could be paired with a man like that. Today's society, women don't want to be Drake. They want to be with Drake. Okay. So just like in that time, you're not going to want to be us. You're going to want to be with us because of what's going to come with that. All right. And I got a precept here in the book of Isaiah 32. All right, and it says Isaiah 32:9, rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Okay, so the Lord is here through the mouth of Isaiah telling you to rise up, all right, you that are at ease. Okay, now why is he saying that? Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. All right, these careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. The Lord is telling you to tremble because he's telling you to tremble because of how bad it's gonna be. And he's specifically talking to women, the careless ones. All right. It says, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine, which in today's day and age is going into all the different benefits and treatments and little things you get here and there. It's all going to be taken away and then some. I mean, it's going to be, yo, man, you going now imagine you got a dude that smells bad. You know what I'm saying? He looks horrible and he's chasing your ass, you know? Come here, baby. You know, trying to slob, you know what I mean, kiss, force his way on you. You know what I'm saying? He just smells horrible. You can smell him from a mile away, and he's trying to force his way onto you. What kind of disgust are you even gonna be in, man? So you gotta imagine stuff. You're gonna be like, look, I don't want to do anything to even get myself into that position, man. I'm gonna just be quiet and I'm gonna just do as the Lord says through his men, and Lord willing, he'll have mercy on me. So when that time comes, hey, I don't have to, you know, fight, you know what I'm saying? The Lord he'll pair somebody for me, you know, because if you are not accounted one of those, we're fighting for our spot. You gotta also fight for yours. But you're not fighting to us, you're fighting to the Lord. Because he's gonna one who's gonna pair you with an elect man. So guess what? You also got to give your diligence for that time, so that you could be a part of that Isaiah 4:1. You'd rather be the 80th woman than not have a man at all, and get judged out there, man. You got some stuff.
Yeah, Con, that's pretty much it. You know, you brought out all the points in terms of what the prophecies say about what's going to befall, you know, the women of our nation, man. You know, pretty much every woman on this planet Earth, if you're not, you know, underneath the good graces of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, like the brother beautifully said, you know, being paired with a man of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're
Uh,
being paired with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the spirit. You women, you know, you being paired with men of the Lord in the spirit. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying?
mm-hmm.
You know, but go
Got a
ahead.
Yeah, I got a quick one, and then we could get a few off of the comment board as well. Now, this is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17. It says, "Woe!" And now this is the prophet Ezra, right? This is the prophet Ezra, and he's basically he's seeing the visions of the things to come. You know what I'm saying? And he sees these, and what's the first thing he says when he sees this? He says, "Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?" Like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my Lord. He the first thing he didn't say, oh man, I wonder what my wife is gonna do in that time. No, he said, who's gonna deliver me? Because it's gonna be that bad. Now, Ezra, a priest of the Lord. I mean, he was so beloved, the Lord had a whole angel come and expound onto him things he had questions about. And he was worried about how he's gonna be delivered in that time. So how bad did it really have to get that for a second he forgot about who he was, he forgot how much favor he had with the Lord, and instantly he's just like, I like, if I think I have favor now, I'm gonna need much more than that in that time. And why is that? Because he saw verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings. All right, the beginning of famine and great death. Do you know how serious a famine is? You that's what I'm saying. You see, you'll have dudes, you know, here it is. He takes a girl out and he's paying for everything, right? So she don't even have to pay for food, right? This won't come to the time where you're not gonna get access to food. You know, dudes in this society, they'll sacrifice their food for you. In that time, you either gonna be the food or you ain't eating nothing. All right. famine, having to go days without eating, man. Try fasting for a couple days, you know, and you at some point you're gonna get that feel when you pass a certain amount of days, you're gonna get a certain level of fear in your mind, like, oh shit, like this does not feel nice. Now, if I have to go through this unwillingly, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I have a time when I'm gonna break the fast and I could get something to eat. But what happens when I'm going through this unwillingly? Like, oh my lord, you know? So it says, it says, the beginning of wars. And who fights in wars? Men. Okay. It says, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, meaning a bad time. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So Ezra was really concerned about himself. You know, he's like, what am I gonna do when Lord, what am I gonna do when all this happens? You know, because that's how bad it was that he was afraid, man. Ezra was afraid because of the evils he saw coming. So as these things come upon the earth, all right, and Jeremiah says he saw men with their hands on their loins like a woman in travail. And if a man is going to be like that, how much more for a woman? If the stronger vessel is going to be that broken, what is going to happen to the weaker vessel? These are the you gotta. That's why you're gonna need to fight, man. You going, hey man, may the Lord have mercy on all of us. Okay, and we all have our requirements and our roles to play, but just pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua that He has mercy on you because it's gonna be a tough time, man. It's gonna be a very, very tough time. You're gonna have some women who instantly the Lord is gonna either pair them up with a man of the Lord, or they might already be with a man of the Lord, and they may be good. But you might have other women, because you might have certainly like women that are woken up now, you know, that listen and they're humble and the Lord got them. And you may have certain elect that are still not activated or woken up to this to the extent of some sisters now, and they may need to go through that shock of that scare and that fear for them to be like, yo, I need to find me a man of the Lord. Certain sisters, they know that now. I'm gonna need a man of the Lord in that time. But these women in the world, they're gonna need that wake up call. And then the Lord is gonna have mercy on a few of them. But that you don't want a wake up call, man, because you're gonna wake up, but it's the way you wake up. All right. So let's read, you know, just a few of these precepts, okay, that are on here. All right. Let's see. Yep. This is a True Awakening 777, Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth, a woman shall compass a man. So when a woman is over a man, that was a new thing. That's not the natural way. That wasn't the way the Lord created it. All right. But he did that as a means of, you know, really getting at us. And in Jacob's trouble, he's going to reverse all that. See, going into Jacob's trouble and coming out of Jacob's trouble, we're going to leave the curses behind. You know what I'm saying? Jacob's trouble is we're going to leave the curses in Jacob's trouble. And a part of the curses is women being, like it says right here, a woman compassing a man.
God, and how did it's not that women just became so great and so bold and so powerful that they compassed they took over man's positions. No, it's because the Most High brought us down as men. You know, the Most High took us from our first estate and brought us all the way down, even to this society. You know,
Mm-hmm.
even from the time of slavery, before the time of slavery, at least most of our women, if not all of them, were in some type of order. You know, we knew who we are. We're Israelites. Our women are covered up. But the moment we came over to the West, what happened? Our men got degraded. We got
Mm-hmm.
humiliated in front of our women. We got beat down. You know, so Most High brought us all the way down in the time of our slavery and our captivity, and the eyes of the women were like, "Yo, nah, this ain't it." You
Mm-hmm.
know, so they started to cling on to the ways of Esau, and that propelled them to where they are now. Look at
Mm-hmm.
Kamala Harris, with Oprah Winfrey, you know, all these, you know, Michelle Obama and all these different so-called women and shit. You know, those are examples of women, you know, compassionate men. But that's all the Lord who did that. So when He puts everything back in His natural order, you know, women gonna be right back in their rightful place, and they're gonna be happy, and we're gonna be,
Yes. Yeah.
you know.
Gone.
But
Gone.
you got more precepts?
Yeah, I got one more. True Awakening 777. This is Isaiah 65:14. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Now, remember, oh, actually, he put the 13th one up here. And before I read this, remember, the Lord, there's a scripture that the Lord says, from henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his master doeth, but I call you basically friends, you know. Now, who are the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Is those that are doing his work, feeding his sheep. You're servants of the Lord. Okay. And if you're as it says, if somebody gives a prophet, you know, a cup of cold water, they shall receive a prophet's reward. So if you are helping the servants serve the Lord, then when the servants get blessed, you will get blessed as well. Okay. So when you, as it says here, Isaiah 65:13, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Hey, you got to understand, take a look at Noah, right? Did the Lord save Noah's wife because she was so righteous? Her name is not even mentioned. But because she was Noah's wife by default, guess what? She was saved, along with his children and his sons and their wives. Okay, Lot's wife. Do you think the Most High would have saved Lot's wife just because of her? No, because Lot's wife was not a holy woman. Because if she was, she wouldn't have turned back. Her turning back showed you her nature. But yet the Lord still gave her a chance by, you know, having. Why didn't the angels just tell Lot, yo, just leave your wife, you and take your daughters? No, because the angels and the Lord understood that that's his wife, and you know how we feel about our women. So the Lord said, you know, it's fine. I'm really dealing with you, but bring your wife. She's with you. You know, she's a part. She's like your package, right? She's up under your house. So if I save your house, that includes those that are under your house. So Lot's wife got a chance at being delivered, even though the Lord didn't care about her. He cared about Lot. The Lord didn't care necessarily about Noah's wife. He cared about Noah. That's why Noah's spoken about. But his wife got saved by default. See? So, you know, if you ain't like a wicked demon, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is going to punish you if you stress out his men. But if you make his men happy and you do good by his men, he's going to reward you because he needs his men to do his job. So if you are helping that or you are not hindering that, then the Lord ain't got no problem with you. You know? Oh, who's that? Oh, that's my wife. All right, cool. You good. She do good by you? Oh, yeah. Okay, so you good. And it's all spiritual because the Lord is really going to put the spirit on the man to say, yeah, she's doing good by me. And then he's going, you know what I'm saying? So the Most High got it all. Yeah, he got it down pat. But that's the precept right there, the brother, the water, Yashua, the chosen. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a quick precept too. This is a book going back to the reward, all right, and who the Lord is going to be rewarding. This is a book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. It says, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, okay, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a few number, but it's a precious number, and it starts with the servants, the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are the ones who are going to be getting that reward. It says what? That thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and the saints. Okay, the Israelites start with the elect, the 1/3 of Israel, and them that fear thy name. So
Mm-hmm.
women, men, children, okay, that are part of that 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, small and great. Okay, so you're gonna have people who have money, they have it like that. You got people who don't have it like that, small and great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people who have status, people who don't have status, small and great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it says what? And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So ultimately, that'll be the downfall of Esau, Edom. Once
Right.
Esau is done and taken out of power, out of rulership, the women are gonna flee from under him because he ain't got no power. Women flee to power. Where the power gonna be at? With the Israelite man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna be getting all the women, man.
Yeah. Hey, and you know, I'll say this lastly. Also, you know, you're gonna have certain men, like the brother mentioned, who are not prophets, who are not of the 144,000. So you could have a family that's, you know, uh, 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 a part of the elect, I should say, okay, or even a part of the one third, since that's dealing with America. But you may have a man who's not a prophet; he doesn't go out and teach, but he's a helper, or he believes, right? And he has his wife and his family and all that. They're good. If you're of the elect, you're of the elect. The prophets have a specific role, but you're also gonna have believers as families that are also gonna be saved. So don't think, oh well, damn, well, my man ain't a prophet. Should I start looking for a way out? No. If he believes, the Lord, hey, the Lord could say, look, he ain't a prophet, but I'll give him spiritual power to protect you or something like that. It's all in the Lord's hands. So, hey, you're gonna have certain cases for brothers who aren't teaching or aren't teachers or prophets, who the Lord is still going to deliver them and their household. They may be friends of the prophets, but hey, the moral of the lesson is that the time is coming in Isaiah 4:1, all right, where women is gonna be a woman's fight for survival. Okay. And that's why that's why in that day, the 7 women are gonna take hold of one man. All right, because that is their ticket. Our man we take hold of is Yahushua. Okay, because remember, Israel is likened onto a woman, right? So your man you're going to take hold of is going to be an elect man. That's the order. Okay. So hey, for those, all right, for you sisters that you know what's up, all right, you doing what you got to do, keep on doing it, and may the Lord have mercy on you. Okay. And though this was mainly focused on the women, men are gonna get it as well. All right, men are gonna get it as well. All right, but that time is coming, man, where it's gonna be a truly, truly painful wake up call, man, for a lot of people. And we ain't gonna be on some simp shit. Oh, she looked like she shed a couple of tears. Oh, come on now, you're good. No, 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 no. All right, it's not gonna be like that. All right, you got any words?
Nah, you pretty much said it. You pretty much said it all. So it's all part of the warning that we're given. Everybody got to get that warning, man. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
that's
so with that, we hope you were edified. Hey, these prophecies are gonna literally manifest. All right, and they're gonna be in your face, man, and you gonna know. All right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Barakatham to all you sincere listeners. All right. In closing, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
to Yah,
Yahweh Bashem
Bahashuk,
Yahushai
Yahushua,
Bashem
Bahashuk,
Ka.
Rakadak,
Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.